Go. Ah, boys and girls, when I look at you, I can't tell whether you are hungry or whether you have just had a meal. But one thing I do know is that everybody in this room has a digestive system, and that all of your digestive systems are working right now. There is a lot going on inside those bodies of yours. You each eat several hundred pounds of food in 1 year. It takes roughly 20 hours for food to travel through your gut, or digestive tract, a long, complicated series of tunnels with openings at both ends. Where does this journey begin? Yes, the process of digestion begins when you put a piece of food in your mouth. When you were born, most of your teeth were hiding under your gums. That's why babies start out with a liquid diet. But once your first set of teeth came in, you were able to eat solid foods. You are at an age right now when you are probably losing some of those teeth and getting a new set. If so, maybe you are finding it hard to chew certain foods. Your teeth help you break your food down into millions of tiny pieces. The longer you chew, the smaller the pieces become, and the easier it is to digest. Human teeth come in different shapes and sizes, designed to eat both plants and animals. Let's take a look at the different types of teeth you have in your mouth. The flat, wedge-shaped teeth at the front of your mouth are called incisors. The incisors, both top and bottom, work together like a pair of scissors to bite, slice, and cut up your food. Next to the incisors are sharp, fang-like teeth called canines or dog's teeth. These teeth rip and tear food apart, the way that dogs do with a piece of meat. Behind the canines, bicuspids help to crush the food. In the back of the mouth, wide teeth with bumpy tops, known as molars, help grind the food into mush. Next time you bite into a piece of chicken, sample a piece of cheese, or chomp into an apple, see if you can tell which teeth help you the most. Have you ever heard someone call food mouth-watering? What do you think that means? When you smell your favorite food, perhaps spaghetti and meatballs, your mouth probably starts to water as you think about how good it will taste. That watery substance or spit is called saliva. Saliva comes from small salivary glands in your cheek and under your tongue. It helps keep your mouth damp and soften food as you chew, beginning to break down for easy digestion. Saliva serves another pertinent job as well, helping to wash away and kill bacteria. Did you know that every day you produce as many as 6 cups of saliva in your mouth? Can you feel it? Can you taste it? What else do you have in your mouth besides your teeth and saliva? What's the name of that fleshy muscle in your mouth that is covered in taste buds? Your tongue, of course. Not only does your tongue help you taste your food, it also helps push the food around your mouth, rolling it into a mashed up, wet lump of food. Your tongue pushes the lump of food to the back of your mouth and helps you swallow. Once food is swallowed, it passes into a food canal called the esophagus. This stretchy tube is only about 10 inches long, leading from the back of your throat through your neck and chest to your stomach. Food passes through the esophagus quickly. Muscles squeeze together and push the food into the stomach in about 10 seconds or less. It's a lot like squeezing toothpaste from its tube. Put your hand on the left side of your upper abdomen, just below your chest and above your waist. That's where your stomach lives, behind your lower ribs. This human mixing machine is shaped a bit like the letter J. Your stomach acts like a balloon, expanding to hold the food it receives. The stomach's gastric juices help break down the food. These digestive juices also kill any germs that may have been swallowed. Round and round, food churns for 3 to 4 hours as muscles squeeze inside the stomach walls. Once its substance of a thick soup, the food continues its journey into the intestines. There are two types of intestines, the small intestines and the large intestines. The intestines are tubes located in the lower abdomen through which food and food waste travel. Even though there are two kinds of intestines, the small and the large intestines, they are actually part of the same long single tube. A muscular gate at the bottom of the stomach opens to allow food to flow from the stomach into the small intestines. The small intestines is about 21 feet long, or about as long as 5 7-year-olds lying head to toe. Even though it's longer than the large intestines, it's called the small intestines because it's much thinner than the large intestines. This narrow tube, the small intestines, is coiled up like a snake below your belly button. Muscles squeeze together and push the liquid along the small intestines. The food is mixed once more with digestive juices from the liver, pancreas, and gallbladder, other organs that are part of your digestive system. The juices, called enzymes, break the food down and make it more and more watery along the way. The small intestines, with its millions of villi or finger-like threads, is where some of the most important work of the digestive system takes place. The villi reach out and absorb or soak up usable nutrients and water, passing them through the bloodstream into all cells of your body. Did you ever hear rumbling sounds coming from inside you? Chances are they are coming from your small intestines as muscles contract or squeeze together to break down food. These are sounds of a healthy gut. Most of the nutrients that are absorbed by the small intestines, many villi, travel to the reddish-purplish liver, one of your body's important cleansing organs. Your lower ribs on the right side of your body protect your liver. Its function is to clean the blood, filtering or straining out any leftover waste. It turns this into juices that go out your small intestines to help digest your food. The clean blood with lots of nutrients is carried to muscles to make them stronger, to bones to make them harder, and to every other part of your body to give you energy to help you grow. Since blood goes to every part of your body, the liver performs a very important function of making sure the blood circulating in your body is clean. The finger-shaped organ is called the appendix. As far as anyone knows, it doesn't seem to be useful to the digestive system. From time to time, the appendix can be infected or sick and cause a disease called appendicitis. When people get appendicitis, they get a very sharp pain in the lower abdomen in the area surrounding the intestines. The pain comes from the appendix located in the lower right side of your abdomen near your hip bone. When it causes too much pain, doctors remove it. For many years, the appendix was considered a completely useless organ. Only recently have some doctors begun to think that the appendix may serve to fight infections. The appendix is located right where the small intestines widens out into the large intestines. The large intestines is where the solid waste ends up. Even though the large intestines is much, much shorter than the small intestines, It is called the large intestines because it is much wider. Part of food not digested in the small intestines are squeezed out into the large intestines where they remain for up to 2 days. Water is absorbed from the waste into the walls of the large intestines and passes into the bloodstream, then exits the body. That is the end of your food's journey. The digestive system's organs are working all the time, day and night, to process food into substances that your body can use, providing you with nutrients and energy you need.